We've all gotten used to treating AI as this simple tool, right? Something we kind of copy and paste into. But the next step in this whole evolution is so much bigger. What if your AI wasn't just a tool, but a true digital teammate? That's exactly what we're going to dive into.
We all know the dance. You open a document, you copy the text, you paste it into a chat window, and then you copy the response back. I mean, sure, it gets the job done, but it's clunky, right? There's a lot of friction. The real leap forward happens when the AI can finally leave that chat window and start working right alongside you, directly on your desktop. So this right here, this visual really breaks down the huge shift we're talking about. We are moving from just an interactive tool to a fully autonomous teammate. So instead of just responding to you from inside a browser tab, an AI agent actually lives on your desktop, it accesses the files that you approve, and it acts on your behalf. It does stuff for you. And here's the key difference. An autonomous agent doesn't just sit there waiting for your next prompt. Nope. You can give it a task, and it just works independently in the background while you go focus on other things. It'll only ping you when it's finished or if it needs your input on something. Okay, so what does this actually look like when the rubber meets the road? Let's start at the most fundamental level, managing all the files and chaos on your own computer. This is a perfect example. I mean, come on, we all have that one folder, the downloads folder. It's a mess, right? Instead of spending an hour dragging files around, you can just describe the end state you want, just like this, in plain English, and the AI handles the entire cleanup process for you. So how can it do all that? Well, it's because Cowork comes preloaded with these, let's call them built-in skills for the tools we use every single day. It can understand Word docs, it can analyze and even change Excel sheets, and it can build entire PowerPoint presentations from scratch. Now, here's a key thing to remember. The PDF skill is read-only, so it can pull information out of a PDF, but it can't create or edit them. But here's where things get really cool. It's how the AI can chain these skills together. It can read and analyze an Excel file, pull out the most important insights, and then use that analysis to build a brand new PowerPoint deck for you, complete with charts and key takeaways. This just gets rid of all that tedious manual glue work between your applications.
But of course, let's be real, most of our work doesn't just happen on our hard drive anymore. So let's expand the scope a bit and see how an agent can connect to all the cloud services where we collaborate and store our data. The magic behind this is something called connectors. The easiest way to think about them is as these secure, pre-built bridges that link Cowork directly to your cloud apps. And you know what the best part is? There's no coding, no server setup needed. You just log in and you grant permission. That's it. And the ecosystem here is already huge. All the heavy hitters are here. Google Drive, Slack, Notion, Salesforce, and there's over 50 others. This means Cowork can tap directly into the live data from the tools your team is already using every single day. This is where you see the real combination power. With just one request, the AI can query a live Google Sheet for sales numbers, pull project updates from Notion, and scan a Slack channel for customer feedback, all to create a single comprehensive report. Just think about how many hours of manual data gathering that would normally take. All right, now let's take this one massive step further. We've seen files, we've seen cloud services, but what happens when the AI can act like a true autonomous employee, handling tasks from anywhere and even using your apps for you? Two incredibly powerful features make this possible. First, you've got Dispatch. This lets you assign tasks from your phone. You can just fire and forget, and the work is done by the time you get to your desk. And then there's computer use, which is even more direct. You literally let the AI take control of your screen to open apps, click around, and type, just like a hands-on human assistant. But the agent is actually really smart about how it works. I mean, direct screen control is super powerful, but it's also the slowest method. So it follows this priority hierarchy. It always tries to use a faster, more direct tool like a connector first. It only falls back on controlling your screen when there's absolutely no other way to get that specific job done. And giving it access is not an all-or-nothing deal, which is great. It's actually tiered by application for safety. For example, it can only view browsers because web tasks are handled better by its own Chrome extension. It can only click in developer tools because commands are better handled by Bash. This whole tiered system is a really smart, built-in safety mechanism. Okay, all of this power is incredible, but I know what you're thinking. It's meaningless without trust and control. So let's talk about the safety features that make sure you are always in the driver's seat. This is probably the single most important safety net to understand. The agent never acts blindly. For any significant action, like creating, changing, or deleting a file, it will first propose a plan. It will show you exactly what it's going to do. And absolutely nothing happens until you give that final okay. You are always the final checkpoint. And for that super powerful computer use feature, here is a clear, actionable safety checklist. Before you even start, close out of any sensitive apps like banking or password managers. Build a list of apps the AI is never allowed to touch. And honestly, just start with simple, low-risk tasks. This is all about empowering you to use these advanced tools safely and responsibly. All of which brings us to a final, pretty big question. We're moving from tools that just help us do our work to teammates that can actually do the work for us. So as these agents get more and more capable, it really forces us to ask, when your AI can handle all the tedious, boring parts of your job, what new, more creative, more strategic work will you choose to do?